I want to extend my warmest greetings to the International Christian Embassy and for every one of you in this room. My dear Christian friends, over 3,000 strong, I'm so sorry that I can't join you this year in person for the Festival of the Tabernacles. I really do miss being with you. I miss your energy, I miss your honesty, I miss the outpouring of support you show us every year. But God willing, I hope to be with you next year for the 2017 festival. It's been 3 years since I first spoke at your meeting when we established our strong and unbreakable friendship. That was when I said, thank you. Thank you for standing with the Jewish people. Thank you for standing with the Jewish state of Israel. And thank you for standing up against the outrageous lies of the BDS movement. And thank you for standing with God. My appreciation for you has not wavered. My gratitude is deep and unbreakable. Over the last 3 years, we have established many different working communities throughout the world. And there is nothing more important for the World Jewish Congress than the continued strong bond between Jews and Evangelical Christians. And I intend to reach out to you in your own countries in my upcoming travels. 3 years ago, I made a pledge. Just as you stand with us, we will stand with you. I have kept my word. I have spoken throughout the world about the great outrage of our time, the slaughter and displacement of Christians throughout the Middle East and parts of Africa. Just last month, I was in the Ukraine for the 75th anniversary of the massacre at Babi Yar, there in a ravine just outside of Kiev. 30,000 Jews and thousands of others were marched out on a cold day. They were stripped of their clothes and shot, one by one. You can't march 30,000 Jews out of a large city without people knowing it. The fact is, people knew, but they didn't care. When I spoke at Babi Yar, I reminded everyone that is the same thing that happened again. Christians are being slaughtered, and once again the world is silent. Jews learn what happens when the world is silent. We learned that lesson the hard way, and we will never be silent again. That is why there is a Jewish state of Israel today. That is why there is a strong IDF to defend Israel. That is why you are in Israel's undivided capital. It's called Jerusalem, not Tel Aviv, Jerusalem. And that is why you have supported the Jewish state of Israel from the very start, not just because it's the right thing to do, but because a long time ago, God made a promise to the Jewish people. God gave them the land. God took Moses up to the heights, to Judean hills, and showed him the land from top to bottom, north to south, east to west. How do we know this? We read it in the Bible. It's all right there in Deuteronomy. God showed Moses this land, and he made a promise that this land was for the Jewish people. You can argue with governments about this. You can argue with the UN. But who is so vain that they will argue with God? We live in a very dangerous world today. We face a bitter enemy that wants to bring back the darkness of the Middle Ages. But we face these challenges together, and we face them with our belief in God. Our road may be difficult. That's okay. No one promised us it would be easy. But together, Jews and Christians, we will face this enemy. We will win. And because of our fundamental belief in the Almighty, I hope you have a wonderful time in Israel. God bless all of you and the good work you do. And may God continue to shower his blessings on the Jewish state of Israel. Thank you. And next year in Jerusalem.